How's it going, guys? I want to welcome you back to the channel, Planet Boxer. My wife and I have basically put together a bunch of questions that I've been thinking need to be answered. So real quick, just to kind of catch you up. So if you guys saw my story a couple of weeks ago, I hit a stupid raccoon. Messed my bumper all up. I'm in the process of getting that fixed. It's gonna take some time to get that fixed, but that is delaying a lot what I want to get done. But you know what? Why not do an interview? Why not answer some questions that you may be asking? Without further ado, let's cue the Planet Boxer intro.
Okay, I think you look great. Wait, hold on.
Are we recording?
We're recording, but like, is your audio recording?
Are you recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
All right. I got my mic.
Oh, okay. All right.
Someone's outside.
Amazon, hold on, Alexa.
We're just trying to do a silly interview. The light is very bright, but I like it because it makes my skin pop.
Okay. Guys, I'm going to be the one interviewing him, but I am not going to ruin your lives by showing you how I look right now because you'd be like, why? Okay, first question, sir. How did you come up with the name Planet Boxer?
We just went through a horrible pandemic, COVID. During that time, you know, there's a lot of reflecting, a lot of thinking. So I figured, you know, there's Subi Nation, there's Subi Gang, but I feel like right now, you know, no matter where you drive, there's a Subaru being driven. East Coast, West Coast, anywhere you go, there's Subaru everywhere. The whole idea behind the planet is because I feel like we're bigger than a nation, we're bigger than a gang, and what's bigger than all that? Planet, right? So now at the planet part, the Boxer part obviously is because, you know, most Subarus, and not all Subarus have a Boxer engine, and that's where Planet Boxer came from. I've always wanted to run my own thing and run my own business. I feel like I'm a great people person, love hanging out with people, and, you know, taking those characters, taking that personality of mine and being able to convert into a business, I think would be a great idea. The other part about Planet Boxer is that the Subaru community is such a huge and very tight-knit community. You know, no matter where I go, everybody's like, you know, Subi Wave, they flick their lights.
Wait, what's the Subi Wave?
Oh, you can flick your lights, you know, stuff like that, but usually it's just like kind of wave, kind of like a nod. Kind of like, you know, like a high five, but you know, if you do a high five at high speed, you may knock your hand off. I'm just like, it really hit me in a sense where I was like, yo, this is huge. So now, as you can see in my shirt, there's 2 X's. There's a reason behind that. There are boxer briefs. There is the boxer or boxing, and then there's an actual boxer dog. And unfortunately, all those things have 1 X. So to separate myself from there, I added a 2nd X. Obviously, I wouldn't have put a 3rd X because that's not what we're trying to do here. So
why a Subaru?
Okay, this is my first Subaru. I have Hondas, you know, I've had Acuras, you know your basic cars you usually get. Good friend of mine, Justin, who you've seen in previous videos. He is the owner of JZAUTOWORX. I must have said this a million times. He has an 02, if I'm not mistaken, a 2002 Bug-Eye wagon or hatchback, whatever you want to call it. And I was driving a 2004 A4 at the time. And you know, as I'm sure you guys may know, Audis have problems when they get past 100,000 miles. Out of commission, it was in lit mode. There was radiator issues, there was fan issues, it was fans weren't turning on. So dropped my car off to Justin. Justin was like, man, I gotta do a lot of work on this. So the car was there for a while. My wife, who doesn't necessarily know too much about cars, felt that, you know, it was there for too long. And she called him, and I remember her like just going off, and she was just like, he needs a car.
Wife check-in really quick. So I'm editing the video, and I know that this story on how I called the mechanic is like crazy. I'm not crazy. Justin's my best friend. He was the best man in our wedding. Like, it's totally fine. Okay, back to the video.
Does not take away from him being an amazing mechanic. But either way, he said, listen, man, you know, spoke to Jotty, and you can take my car. He was going on a vacation anyway. And mind you, this is an 02 WRX, you know, 400 horses. Just, I don't know, like, it was just an amazing experience. I remember getting on a highway, and he was telling me, I remember in the back of mine, he was telling me, man, don't go too fast, because he just did his intake manifold. I drove it, and the sounds, like, it was just such a great drive. Mind you, again, this is an 02. Okay, you know, the respect I got from other Subaru drivers, like guys were flicking their lights, people were like yelling out the window. My wife drove me one day, and I'm just like throwing the Subaru wave up, like all excited, and she looks at me, she goes, "It's not even your car." So that experience there definitely woke me up and opened my eyes to this community, and that's primarily where. So if you want to thank somebody when you get a chance, I'll link Justin's information down below. Thank him, because if it wasn't for him pushing me to get this Subaru, it wasn't for him, you know, having me experience it, Planet Boxer wouldn't even be a thing. We'll put it to you like this, right? No matter what your nationality is, no matter what your gender is, no matter where you are money-wise, no matter if rich, it doesn't even make a difference. The one thing that I've noticed with this community is that you and that person share a common interest, and it's an actual car. At that moment when you're passing somebody driving a Superman, all you know is that, hey man, that guy got a Subaru, he gotta be cool. In 5 years, I definitely want to have a website that's dedicated to merchandise, definitely parts. I definitely want to partner up with different companies, Grimspeed, Cobb, to name a few. The other thing that I want to discuss too with you guys is, when you look up the word Subaru, I mean, in Japan, it means like a cluster or unite, you know, like unite. So one of the hoodies that I have that I'm looking to do merchandise-wise, in the back, in Japanese, it says unite. And that's one thing that, you know, all of us have in common. We do feel united. When there's more than one Subaru in the road, you feel like that's like a cousin of yours, you know? So, in the words of Vin Diesel, like, we're family. Thank you, honey.
Mm-hmm.
So here's one of them. So basically you have the Planet Boxer here in the front. Here's one of the other logos that I have, and then on the back you have the Japanese for Unite. And yeah, that's eventually where Planet Boxer is going to be going in 5 years. Alright guys, so I want to thank you all again for tuning in. I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys have any questions that I didn't get to answer, definitely comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, I want to thank you again for tuning in, and we will see you on the next video. Peace.